Hello! It is Tuesday evening, 7 p.m, and we're having a little YouTube live stream tonight. When was my last YouTube live stream? I can't remember. Hopefully it was 3 weeks ago, because I'm trying to have live streams every 3 weeks, but I can't remember. But anyway, how are you today? I hope you are having a nice day. I'm just gonna hang around and generally waffle for a bit until I can be sure that we're definitely live and that there's anybody here. But I'll just talk to myself for a while we're waiting for YouTube to confirm that everything is okay. But anyway, I hope you have had a good couple of days, a good start to the week. Oh, it looks like we're live. Thank you, YouTube. Hello. We're going to be having a little chatty, crafty live stream today, continuing work on my Jester cosplay. So, yes, that's what I'm going to do. Hi, Phil. Good evening. You just got the notification. Good, good. Perfect. Thank you, YouTube, for being efficient and prompt. And thank you, Phil, for being efficient and prompt. Have you had a good day so far? I have had a nice day. It's been a very busy weekend, generally. So I'm quite happy to just have an hour just sitting and working on Jester and having a chat and not rushing about. But yes, I'm going to be doing a lot of like itty-bitty things today, so I'm not entirely sure how exciting it will be, so I'm hoping to concentrate more on the chat than on the cosplay. Prompt as always, been a good day for me too. Yay! I'm glad you have had a good day. I am glad. And also don't forget, if you're in the chat, to make sure you have live chat on instead of top chat. Just as a reminder. I actually remembered to do it before I went live for once, which was very exciting for me. So this is the first bit of work of Jester since the last live stream. I mean, if we're counting collecting materials as work on Jester, then definitely not, because I've been doing an awful lot of that. I have all my fabrics now, I have materials I need, I've done a bunch of research into some things that I haven't bought yet, but need to. But have I done any actual work? Have I done any actual cosplay work? That is the question. I'm not sure. I think it's because the fabric search was so all-encompassing, because, you know, I needed it to do anything, that I suspect that maybe that took all of my time, and I don't think I've done anything since the last live stream. So yes, this is, I mean, and we're going to be working on this today, hopefully. It's not the first thing I'm going to do, but we might be continuing work on this today, this little traveller symbol for Jester. I should put the picture up quickly just so we can have a look at Jester. Yay! Hi, Jester! So, what are we up to? We have the fabrics, all of the fabrics we need. We have the pink fabric paint for that sort of creamy, pinky dress. I have the materials for the tail, mainly. I have the wig now. I don't have ears yet. We'll see how the wig is, because it's quite bushy. So we'll see how the wig is before we start worrying about ears, I think. And I haven't sorted out the belts or the sickle, which is like that dagger, that curved dagger that she's wearing on her hip. I haven't sorted that out yet. But that's where we are. My friend is lending me some boots for Jester, so I don't need to worry about getting some boots. So that's nice. But I need to actually start making things. So today we're going to actually continue doing some of the things that we were doing in the last live stream, as in I'm hoping to work on the clasp for the cape, and also this weird thing that I'll show you the picture when we get to it. But she's got this like badge thing that she's wearing, so I'm going to try and make that. I'm glad you don't have to make the boots. Yes, I too am glad. I mean, I wasn't going to try and make the boots, to be honest. I was just thinking I would have to find and buy some. But now I don't have to find and buy some. I just need to meet my friend and get them from her. So that's really, really helpful. But yeah, I've just got to make all the things now. I'm thinking that next week's going to be a pretty good week for actually getting started on making things. So that's the plan. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm happy about the boots because, I mean, there's the sort of boots that you could find, around. Like, it's not beyond the realms of possibility, but it's nice not to have to look and to have to spend money. So that's really helpful. But although it looks in the image like they're heeled, but I'm definitely not going with heeled boots. But yes, so let's do some work today and work this out. So what do I need to do? So this is what we've got. Nice blurry image of my materials. And this is what I'm going to be working on. So in the last stream we did the one on the bottom. Although I now have, I need to go to a different, okay. I now have something to use for the, I don't know what to call it, the chain. I now have something to use for that, so I might stick this onto this today, but it's not my priority. And at some point I need to spray paint them gold. But I'm going to try and make the first and the second things, the top image and the middle image. That's what I'm going to try and do today. Whether I will succeed or not is another matter. But I've got craft foam, which I'll be using for both, and then the top one I'm going to use cord, which I have here, and sort of try and glue it on so that it looks like it's three-dimensional. It's a good match for the chain. I know, I'm so happy. You know how I was saying in the last stream that it was like a blind cord, something like a blind cord. This is a blind cord. So I've actually got a blind cord. Like it's still attached to the thing. So I need to cut it. It's still attached to the thing that you know, so this would be on a blind. And then you would pull it. So it's literally a blind cord. So I'm going to spray paint it gold. But I figured I'd glue it on to the thing first, because then the spray paint will help to keep them attached to each other if they're spray painted together. So, and it will also cover the glue. So that's the plan. I hope everything's okay with the sound and that you're not just hearing me rustling this bag all the time. Right, I'm going to have to do things. It's scary. Little did that cord know it was never destined to end up part of a blind. I know, it's going to have a completely different and very confusing life. Right, so what do I need? I need scissors. I don't need this sheet of paper yet because that's for the glue. I need some craft foam. And all this stuff. I haven't quite worked out how I'm going to do stuff, so we'll just have to see how it goes. I have a pencil. Sounds good. Yes, it's all part of the plan. So we'll see how it goes. I need to work out how big this blind cord needs to be. No, blind cord. I need to work out how big I need this. The top, the badge thing, the clasp for the cape. Why am I still thinking about blind cords? 3 centimetres, 4 centimetres. Let's look at the big picture of Jester. See, it's quite little. The clasp, yes, that is the word. Just blind cords on the brain now. It's like a very little clasp. I think maybe 3 centimetres would be enough. Like an inch or something. Just over an inch. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Right, back to the here. Let's go back here. So I don't really know what I'm doing, but I didn't know what I was doing last time and it worked out okay. So let's just do this and we'll see what happens. So it's sort of here. And then it's sort of... Is it square? I mean, is it as wide as it is tall? Possibly not. It's a little bit smaller than that. .3 and 1.3. Does that look right? Maybe a little bit longer. Okay, I'm just going to join the lines. This is the top picture. Yep, I'm working on the top picture. Not sure how well you can see it, unfortunately. At least I'm on the screen, which is a problem that I sometimes have. I'm just like randomly working like this and you can't see anything. At least I'm on the screen. Right, so now I'm just going to join these up. Might be a bit small. But if it is, I can change it. Yeah, that does look a bit small. I'm going to make it bigger. It's fine, I'm on the screen, yes. It's the most important thing. I'm going to make it bigger. Let's make it 0.5 bigger at every point. That seems reasonable. 0.5, 0.5. Basically just making a little kite is what's happening. That does look better. Now I've just got to curve the edges. And then curve this edge. Now I'm going to cut it out. Congratulations on 701 subscribers, by the way. Thank you so much. Very exciting. I'm very happy. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed to me on YouTube. Right, I'm going to make this screen like this, because I'm just going to be cutting. But yeah, thank you so much. I was very happy with that. Right, let's just cut this out and see what it looks like. See if it looks okay. Oops. You seem to get a jump of people, possibly from Twitch. I don't know. It's always difficult to tell. But maybe, because I do have the two platforms now and I do have some overlap. So yeah, it might have helped. But yeah, it's been exciting on both of my platforms. Right, okay, this is what we have. If I do it this way, it will look the same as it does on the screen. That actually doesn't look that bad. Doesn't look that bad. It's very white because of the camera, but that looks right, doesn't it? That looks the right shape. I'm just trying to angle it so that it looks exactly the same as the one, but it's very difficult because I'm mirrored. There we go. I'm going to stop doing that. That does look the same. Yay! Now I've got to do the difficult messy bit though, which is getting the cord stuck. So back to the, oh no, I need the glue paper first, and then we'll go to the screen. Right, so I need to work out I need to do my little drawing. Yes, the cord is the fun bit. Maybe the fun bit for you. For me, it's just going to be stressful. You'll just see me getting glue everywhere. Right, let's try and work this out. So it's kind of just 3 loopy things. Just 3 loops. Let's try and draw 3 loops. This is terrifying. Am I on camera? Yes, I am. You also can't see me because of my own hand. Never mind. I am disguising my terrible penmanship with my own hand, so that's good. Dum da dum. There we go. That's sort of right. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do this exactly with the cord, but it might actually be easier with the cord than the pencil because the cord can go less places. There we go. Now I've just got to do the thing. Right. Wish me luck. I can't tell if there's other bits that I haven't done. Like, I can't tell if there's a bit that goes like here and here. Interesting. Good luck. Thank you. Thank you, Phil. Thank you. Right, let's see how this goes. I should probably cut off some cord, shouldn't I, instead of just hoping for the best. Right, let's sort of work this out. Of course, it's going to be difficult as well to try and make sure that I feel like I am doing it the right way around because it's overlapping in the right places. Okay, so I'm going to cut off this much cord. Cut off this much cord. There we go. That was relatively simple. Now I've just got to do this. Right. Maybe I'll glue first. We can do this. We can do this. Problem is this glue is a little temperamental. Gets a bit stuck. Come along. I do have a compass here. Maybe I'll. What's actually in the loops? I don't think anything's in the loops. You mean the loops of the cord? Right, let's see if that works. Come along, glue. Come along. This will be a short live stream if I can't get the glue to work. It's just the background colour. Yeah, I think that's right. I mean, mine's just going to be the background colour. If it's anything more complicated, I don't think I'm going to do it. Come along, glue. You got this. I do have PVA as a backup, but prefer not to. I'm watching on my TV, so I'm losing a little definition. Oh no! You're not missing much at the moment, you're just missing me failing to get glue out of a tube of glue. I mean, this camera does keep focusing on random things as well, so that probably doesn't help. Come along. I do have a backup option, but I would prefer to use the right option. Come along. It's gonna come squirting out. Oh, I'm gonna need to get a new glue, aren't I? I don't like it. I like this glue. Oh well, for now, one moment. Different glue. Right, we'll get there, we'll get there. Oh, crumbs, that was a loud noise. Sorry if anybody is wearing headphones, because I just saw a massively loud, massive red spike there from the audio. Right. Second attempt. I'd say this is a sticky situation, but it's the complete opposite. Yeah, I wish it was a sticky situation. Right, I'm just going to have to cover the whole thing in glue and then do it this way. Maybe this will work, maybe it won't work. Maybe I need to get an actual other glue. Problem is that my other strong glue is really messy and there's no way that I would be able to use it for this. Like, there's no way it would work. Oh, I do have another. What do I have here? It should work, exactly. See, this is the glue. This is a really strong glue that I have, but it's a bit too stringy. It's a very stringy glue. Trying to figure out what this is for. It's like a little nozzle. Anyway, sorry, getting distracted. It's only got to stick a bit of cord, exactly. Right, let's try this. We will get there. It will be fine. Of course, I need to make sure it sticks to itself as well. Of course, the downside is because I didn't know I was using PVA, I haven't got like water. But it's fine. I mean, this actually is kind of working. I was expecting to have to hold it down for a while, so I've got something heavy that I can attach. Can you see what I'm doing? Sort of. You can sort of see what I'm doing. This is merely the first of several things I'm hoping to do in the next half hour or so. Oh, now my finger is stuck to there. Okay, so that's where we are at the minute. Whoops, I've got the end of the cord in the glue, perfect. Just going to add a bit more. This is going to be fine. Right, this is going to work. This is going to work. Last little bit. Okay, that worked, that worked. There we go. Improvising as you go is the quietest mouse way, exactly. Pretty much everything I'm going to be doing for this cosplay is stuff that I've never done before, and as such, it's all going to be improvised, but it's going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. Right, now I just need to... cut off this end bit. There we go. That look reasonable? Because of the shadow, it's difficult for you to... I'll try and make it look the same as on the picture again. There we go. That's what it looks like. That worked. That worked! We did it. We did it. Now I just want to cover this end bit with glue so that it sets looking like it's supposed to be there. I should maybe cover the whole thing in glue, do you think? This bit's not sticking by itself. Maybe I'll cover the whole thing in glue, that might work. Do you hope after all this work you get to meet some of the Critical Role people? That would be fun. But I might be terrified. But I at least hope to see them. Right, I'm going to just cover the top in glue to try and make sure it sticks. Gently. Very gently. Without getting it stuck to the paper. Whoops, or stuck to the brush. There we go. That's good. Of course, because I have now painted that over the top, I'm not going to be able to stick something on top of it to make sure it's glued down, but I think that's probably better with PVA anyway. Whew. Have you chosen Paint Your Hand Day yet? I haven't. It's probably going to be next week as well. Get a picture with them, you as Jester. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the options are with that. But yes, I'm excited. It's going to be a good weekend. But yeah, I'm probably Paint My Hand Day will be soon, and I need to then do the whole face paint. There will be pictures when it is done. It's exciting. And I need to cut the wig as well. So many things to do, so little time, it's terrifying. But it's going to be great, it's going to be great. Right, so there we go, that's what it looks like. That's part one done. Part one. Now I need to, well, I can't wash this paintbrush because I don't have any water, so I'll do that at the end and hope that the glue doesn't stick and dry before then. I won't be able to do the traveller symbol sticking because my glue isn't working, but I can do this middle thing, possibly. We'll see. You don't want to be working on fabric during Paint Your Hand Day. No, I want to be doing as little as possible for at least a couple of hours while I'm seeing how it sets and whether it transfers. So yeah, maybe that would be good to do on like a Critical Role day or something when I'm sitting watching Critical Role for hours and not working on anything else. Right, so this is going to go over here, out of shot. Just put that over there. Never painted myself, so I have no idea how that feels. No, in like school I had to paint my hand with acrylic paint to like disguise it in a picture. So I've got that experience. I've been face painted when I was a kid, but it will be mighty different, I think. I can show you the face paint. It's right here. Oh, I should probably go to the bigger Here's my wonderful face paint. Meron, Paradise. See if I can show you the colour. That's the colour, light blue. Looks like that. Smaller than I thought. Yeah, it's not that big, is it? I'm interested to know how many, you know, how much I will use. But I guess I'll find out. I think I was imagining a tin of tulips. Yeah, I'm not sure it's quite that. I'm not sure it's quite that. Yeah, I expect that I won't need quite that much. It's got to be a thin layer, otherwise I won't be able to move. Right, now I need to try and make that spiky thing. So that's on like a strap. So we can probably work out the width of it by thinking about the width of the strap because it's slightly bigger. So let's say that the strap is 5 centimetres. Yeah, the spiky thing is on a strap, exactly. As you see on the big picture, I'm pointing with the mouse. You can't see the mouse, this isn't helpful, but she's got this like strap that goes over the top of the cloak and then goes down to the hip. And I'm not entirely sure what it is that it's holding. It might be holding the sickle, but the sickle looks a bit like it's on the belt. So, not sure what it's doing. It might be a shield that we can't see. Don't know, but it's there, so I might not end up not making it because I can't quite figure out what it's for, but I'm gonna make the silver pointy thing anyway. The silver pointy thing, that's what we're calling it now, or the spiky thing, the silver spiky thing. That's what we're doing. Craft big with images. So let's say that it's 8 centimetres. Crumbs, that's quite big. That's quite big. But it's fine, it's fine. Got plenty of craft foam. 8 centimetres wide. Perfect. And then how tall? Certainly looks a lot. Oh, I'm off screen, I'm off screen. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Doing it again. So let's go with, I'm looking at the pointy end. Let's say that that's 10 centimetres away. So, 10 centimetres away. Pointy end, and then going to 3 centimetres. I think it might be more. 4 centimetres. Let's try 4. Right, so we need to make that a curve. I have a compass, but I'm going freehand. Because why not? Is that right? Sort of looks right. And then we want to round like that. And it's not, is it pointy? Well, I'm not going to be able to make it pointy anyway, so I'm just going to make it curved. And I'll make it curved here as well, because the craft foam won't stay pointy, so I might as well not even. Does that look right? It looks a little uneven. And then, oh crumbs, we've got the inside. We've got the inside. So. Okay, fine. And then it has these things that go, it goes, like that. Does that look right? Of course, what we are looking at is a painting. Yeah, exactly. So I can, you know, nope, it was right before. So I can sort of use my imagination a bit. So that's what we got. That looks okay. That looks okay. I think it looks a bit wobbly in the picture. So we're going to go with that. So, more cutting. Back, here we go. Oh, I don't have the cutting board. Okay, I'm just going to cut the outline today, but I won't be able to cut the inside because although I have the knife, I have forgotten to get the cutting board. And as such, I am not able to use a craft knife. So we're going to just use the scissors, and then I'll have to do the other bit, the inside bit, at a later time. Oops. Yep, I knew I'd forget something. I'm quite impressed that I have so many things that I need around me, but I don't have the cutting board. Oops. Right, now I'm just cutting, and as such, you can't really see this because we have learned from experience that this doesn't work in a live stream, so you'll just have me for a moment. Dum da dum. What time is it? Oh, crumbs. It's 20 to 8. Just to warn you, I'm planning on finishing the live stream before 8. Not much before 8, because these are normally an hour long. But I don't want to clash with the Great British Bake Off, which starts at 8. So I'm going to probably sign off around 10 to 8 or something. Maybe 5 to, depending on what we're up to. Doesn't look like many people got the notification. No, there's a few people here, just not in the chat. But that's okay. I do like these live streams anyway. even when they're on the quieter side. Plus, I'm getting work done on Jester, so it's all good. It's all good. Is that back on again? I didn't realise it's still on channel 4. Yes, it is. It's back. It's week 2 now. So, yeah, it's week 2. So it started last week. And it's on at 8 till 9:15 on Channel 4. So, kind of stopped watching when it left the BBC. Well, I quite liked the first series on Channel 4. So I think it's worth it. I love Bake Off so much. Ergo, not wanting to miss it. Right, so this is what we got. Trying to make it look the same angle again. There we go. That's okay. That's okay. Great. We're doing well. So what else do I need to do? We have done the cape clip. We have done the strap clip. We can't attach the cord to the traveller symbol because I haven't got the glue for it. Oh, I need to... Oh, this isn't going to be very... I need to tear some paper. Right. This is not going to be very photogenic for a stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the things that we have worked on in shot. Where's the other thing? Paper tearing, I know, yeah. Right. So that it looks... Right, so... This is so difficult. I'm having so much trouble with like this whole mirror image thing. Right, okay, we got there. So, we're going to go here. And then, yeah, so Jester, she makes these little pamphlets to the traveller, which is her god, and she hands them out to people. So I'm going to make them in the same way to hand out to anybody. So she gets some parchment from Caleb and sort of tears it to make into pamphlets. So I've got some paper. And I'm just going to tear it. Or I'm going to try. It's a lot stiffer than I thought. Never mind. I'm sure this will work. This will be fine. Place a bet that this will be the only paper tearing live stream going on in the world at the moment. Hi Maxim, how are you? You have joined us near the end of the stream when I am tearing some paper, which I'm sure is very interesting. But welcome, I hope you are having a good day. So now I need to tear this. How is this going to work? This isn't going to work at all. This isn't going to work. It's not the sort of paper you can tear easily. Maybe I'll get, where's this, right. I've gone to, oh, there we go, this is working, this is fine, Whoops. That almost worked. So, there you go, a little pamphlet to the traveller. There we go. Now I just need to write and draw in it. There we go, we have a little pamphlet to the traveller. 1. How many of those are you making? I don't know. It's quite a big thing of paper. Don't worry, I won't enforce it on the stream. Two. I think that actually works out okay when it's a little higgledy-piggledy. It's not that bad. It's a sort of paper that, because it's so thick, it looks good when it's torn. What sort of paper is it? Cartridge. It's cartridge paper. Was this the not very exciting making you mentioned? Yes, exactly. So I was like, maybe this won't be very fun for a stream, but it's what I need to do to work on Jester, so... Oh well. We must progress on Jester in any way possible. I will subject an entire live stream to folding sheets of paper. 3. Taking over the corner as well. Right, next sheet of paper. So your fabrics, you actually have to do some sewing. Yes, it's terrifying. I can't really use a sewing machine. By which I mean that I don't really know how to use a sewing machine. I mean I am allowed to use a sewing machine, but I just can't really. So I made it sound like I wasn't allowed to use a sewing machine, but I am allowed to use a sewing machine. But yeah, that's going to be interesting because for Ray, wasn't actually that much sewing involved. I will be making clothing, exactly. It's terrifying. I have no idea what I'm doing. It's completely terrifying. But yes. So I need to make gloves, I need to make a bodice, I need to make a dress. Well, we can go to Jester. The Ray one was a lot of bandages. Yeah, it was bandages. It was a big sheet of fabric which was gathered, so that was like the most sewing I did was the gathers. And then the trousers were already trousers, I just altered them. So that wasn't so much sewing. A lot of weathering, at least you don't have to do any weathering. This is true, no weathering. Yeah, Ray was a lot of weathering, and that took a long time because, again, I didn't have a clue what I was doing, so it was a lot of trial and error. So they're probably going to end up being pretty similar in terms of length of time taken and skills learnt. But let's go to here because, you know, it's just sheets of paper. You don't need to. So yeah, I have the gloves. I'm gonna need to do sewing for the tail as well. I have the tights. I don't have to make tights for myself. The cloak is gonna be tricky. The Ray one did look like a long project, but it seemed quicker in the 3 videos. Yeah, it was quite long. I mean, Jester's going to have to be shorter just because I have got a deadline. So, I strongly suspect that the 2 weeks before the convention, I am going to just be working flat out on Jester and everything else is going to fall apart because I have to spend so much time on Jester. But it will be fine. I keep saying this. If I say it enough, I will believe it. Right, I'm going to do one more sheet of paper and then I think we will stop for the day. But it's been good. We've got a lot done. As much as we could do. Yeah, you will get it done. Thank you, Phil. I hope I do. I hope I do. 4. I mean, I'll definitely get it done. It's just the deadline, which is the problem. Whether I get it done for MCM. There are a few things that I can leave, I guess. I can probably leave the cape if I have to. Because I really like the dress, the line of the dress, and you can't see it with the cape. So I am not at all against not having the cape ready. So that will be the last thing I do. Yeah, they could have given you more... yes, they could have given me more time. It's very, very... yes, it's not at all nice of them to be coming over so soon. And I just decided to make a Jester cosplay when they came, and I was so looking forward to just having a nice background cosplay project that I didn't have a deadline for, and then promptly got a deadline for it. So perfect. Yes, very rude, very rude. But I'm not complaining because it's their first time in the UK and it's very exciting. Right, 5. It's a shame you didn't have this idea back in January. I know. I mean, when did the new series of Critical Role start? When did Jester exist? If the first episode of Critical Role I'd seen Jester and been like, yes, I'm going to start cosplaying this right now, then that would have been perfect. But alas, no, I ummed and ahed for ages. So there we go. I'm going to get rid of Jester. Bye-bye, Jester. So that you can see all of these wonderful pamphlets that I will be handing out to people at the convention. They won't be plain. I feel like I should mention that they won't be plain. They will have stuff on them. But I haven't scripted it yet, so... I'm sure you mentioned it back in January. Yeah, maybe it did start in January. It feels like it wasn't that long ago, but there's been 30-something episodes, so it would make sense if it was January. Store those in a bag, yes. Jester's got like this little hip bag, so they're probably going to go in there. So yeah, they'll just be all flat, and there'll be lots of them. That's the plan. And hopefully I won't run out. Instead of, business cards, like a very weird sort of business card, lots of little traveller pamphlets. So that's been really, really fun. I've enjoyed that. Look how much work we did. I'm very glad that we got this one done because it was so fiddly, and also when the glue, I thought everything was going to be terrible when the glue stopped. Oh, it's not quite stuck. I maybe shouldn't have lifted it up. Maybe shouldn't have lifted this up. I'll press it back down again. It will be fine. As soon as this is slightly less tacky, I'm going to put a weight on top of this. But that will have to be for later. Thanks for the stream again. I do enjoy these crafty ones. Thank you, Phil. Thank you so much for joining and keeping me company. And thank you to everybody else watching and in the chat. Yeah, it was a really good stream. I enjoyed it a lot. And yes, I do like these crafty ones too. It is fun to just not game and just to work on a project for a bit and chat and rabbit on for a bit. So yeah, it was really, really good. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to go and sort this stuff out and then watch the Great British Bake Off. I'll be back live streaming on Twitch tomorrow with Rise of the Tomb Raider at 7 PM. So maybe see you then. I don't know how much of Rise of the Tomb Raider we have left, so that should be interesting. But yeah, we're getting close to the end. But anyway, my next YouTube video will be my mouse moments, and that will be on Sunday this week. Definitely on Sunday. It won't be on Friday this week. A nice evening. Enjoy the Great British Bake Off. Thank you, Phil. I hope you have a great evening too. I hope everybody else has a great evening. And yes, I'll be back with a live stream here, hopefully in 3 weeks or so. It would be really good to be able to make a lot of progress on Jester live. That would be good. So let's see how it goes. We'll play things by ear, but I'll let you know as normal when I know when I'll be going live. So, cool. I'm going to go. Have a great rest of your evening. Thank you so much for joining me. And yes, I will see you very soon. Cheers. Bye.